So in this video today, you're going to learn and get a broader understanding in terms of Jacob Collier's approach to music making, so to help you in your overall music making journey and experience. So today we're looking at All Around You, which features the mystery of the Bulgarian voices. Let's check it out. Here we go. Got like a pulsating idea with the strings. Straight away, Jacob's range. Okay, what key are we in? We're in A. We're in the key of A. Okay.
All the time I was searching for something I never thought I'd ever find it, till I saw you.
We'll get to that in a moment, Jacob. Right, so let's look from the start again. So we're building on the A. The fifth, I can hear the fifth in there. Sounds like there's actually like an add 2 situation. Interesting. So you got this essentially like a sus4. You could think about it inverted. First inversion, if you wanted to think about it like that. Sus4 on E. Yeah, sus4. Yeah. So fundamentally, this is what we're dealing with. A major scale, building somewhere here. Let's look at those chords. So
There's a room where the sun flows in.
Interesting.
Inside the colorful of my mind. All the time I was searching.
It's interesting. That first chord is F sharp, but it's not F sharp minor. It's a first inversion of D. That's the first chord right there. So let me back up a little bit. So
There's a room where the sun
1 A major, 2.
inside the colorful of my
Like it sounds like one inversion.
mind.
And then I kind of say that again.
Where the sun flows
So you got da, 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 to the 1,
in.
2.
Inside the colorful of my
I can definitely hear that bass is on C sharp. So it would be that kind of feel. So essentially implying a 1 in first inversion.
mind.
Like a kind of resolve, like E major resolve, and then finishing on the 2 again.
All the time I was searching for something
Interesting. So 1 5 this time.
I never thought I'd ever find
2.
it, till I saw you.
Let's talk about that. Straight down the major scale from the 5.
There's a room where the sky flows out. Inside the colorful of my mind. All the time I was searching for someone.
So essentially you just have 4 to 5 fundamentally. I like the 5 that you got this kind of blurring kind of colouring happening. So it's not just a straight major. Sounds like you got kind of the A clashed in there as well.
All of my mind.
Let me back up a little bit.
There's a room where the sky flows out. Inside the colorful.
Interesting. So you got D, E, F sharp, A, F sharp minor, A, which is very similar to another song that he's done, Wild Wild C. Yeah, same key, same chord progression. Interesting.
All of my mind. All the time I was searching for someone I never thought you.
Interesting. It's the same. D, E, and if you haven't I'm not sure actually when this video will come out, but if you haven't seen my reaction and analysis of Wild Wild C, if you haven't, it will be probably coming out quite soon in relation to when you're watching this video, and if it's out already, then you'll be able to see my breakdown of that. Do watch it and you'll be able to see the similarity in terms of the chord progression and the key at this point. It's very interesting. Yeah, so just to say, so fundamentally this is the chord progression: 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah.
Till I saw you,
I knew that I'd be lost without you.
till I saw you,
I never thought of any other.
till I saw you. It's all around you.
1. I can hear something about to happen. I was actually going to say, I have to kind of choose how I break this down, because as you can see, there's quite a bit happening in relation to this A major. So as much as it's fundamentally based on A major, and the chords are, fundamentally using a diatonic scale notes from it, but it's done in a way which is, it's like weaving. It's like everything's weaved together. And yeah, it's just interesting. It really draws you in. But I'm gonna go back. So let me go back to that. I'm calling it the chorus. Yeah. A. I like the fact that once again we have the kind of classic first inversion from Jacob. Done quite a few breakdowns of his videos thus far and songs, and rather than using the minor, uses that first inversion. I like that a lot. On the 3, that 3. Yeah. So let me play that through. So. A. And this is a good example. Like, you might hear this and think, oh, it sounds quite straightforward, it sounds quite simple. But when you actually start to analyze it and think about it, you can see that within the simplicity, there's definitely a high element of complexity as well. So let's look at it. Okay, so that was first inversion 6, and it sounds like a kind of essentially fundamentally like a sus. Maybe for second inversion, maybe more so on the 5. Yeah, as opposed to just a functional E major. Okay. 4. Interesting. So first time we had first inversion 6, 5, or second inversion of 1, and then 1. First inversion 4. Different. Yeah. So we'll go now for this kind of second half. So 1. Change, and then we've got a B minor. So he's essentially using so many notes from the diatonic scale in terms of the chords, so many chords from the diatonic scale. Got like a kind of like a sus4 on the 5. I like that idea in terms of the 5, rather than it just being a functional. No, you got that ambiguity. Jacob sometimes uses a sus as such, so like a chord 4 with the right hand, with the E and the 5 on the left hand. Essentially 4 and 5, those notes, chord 4 with a note of 5. So that would be a sus right there. Or you got the sus4 approach, or maybe even more subtle second inversion. So you got all these different options in relation to chord 5. Interesting.
The stars shine on inside the remedy of my.
Let's look at that.
There's a moon and the stars shine on.
It's kind of second inversion. I did that in there as well, so like a sus kind of feel.
Inside the remedy.
Yeah, so he's got this kind of implying the minor approach to A. Hear that on the bass. Very interesting.
Shine on.
Maybe me actually look at that actually.
There's a moon and the stars shine on.
That'll be a bit much, but you've got this fundamental like sus approach, but
Inside the remedy
you head up with the bass. Oof.
of my mind. All the time I was aching for something.
That's so nice. Oh, all the time I was aching for something. That, I'm telling you, that first inversion of 1, it changes the game, you know. Listen to this. Fundamentally it could have been this, but we got that chord right there. It's like the subtlety within. It's like what it could have been. Could have been that like that's very functional, but it's like you can still get that kind of unease with the left hand with that C sharp note, but that right hand just grounds it. And that's what they're doing. They're implying a 1 inversion, yeah, as opposed to just a minor or that 3, which passes perfectly to our D. And also it works as well even in terms of circular fifths, because if we know we're going to the D, what is the 5 of D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's A. So you've even got like this circular fifths, which is actually very interesting to think actually. So you've got this kind of 5 to 1 relationship in this context of going to D. But then you've also got the semitone with the bass as well. That brings you to that D. So altogether it's bringing you with 2 separate concepts to this D. Fundamentally, you've got this and this. Beautiful. I love that. I'm going to play it again.
Of my mind. All the time I was aching for something.
Beautiful.
Never thought I'd ever find
The bass.
till I saw you.
Range.
Till I saw you. I knew that I'd be lost without you. Till I saw you.
2, 3, 4.
Till I saw you. It's all around you. It's all around you. It's all around you. Yeah. It's all around you. It's all around.
And I've heard Jacob say this before, you know, these ideas, they're not by chance. It's not for fun. It's for an impact. It's to make you feel something. I felt that. Wow. So hear the subtlety just before it. Gosh.
Till I saw you.
Was it there?
Till I saw you. Till I saw you.
Yep.
Till I saw you.
So fundamentally at this point we're back to our and then those 4 chords.
Till I saw you.
Change. Right here.
It's all around.
Yeah.
It's all around you. Yeah. It's all around.
Just those little things, the production. Yeah. Now this is interesting now. So you got this kind of 1, 3, but it sounds like, I don't think I was on the bass. Sorry again. Interesting. So let me just make sure I'm straight with that one. So yeah. Okay, so you got a couple of ideas here. So fundamentally, we're going to the 6. So you have the 1. At that point, I heard them do a kind of like a first inversion of 5 now. So now we're not using it in the context of 3. Now we're using it in the context of 5 to take us down to the 6. So 1. So essentially, yeah. But it sounded as well like at other places you have the 1, and you actually have the 3 to the 6. Maybe here 1. You can hear it, so the guitar's there, but you can hear the fundamentally you got the yeah. So that's actually a time where I haven't heard this much, but Jacob's actually employing that minor 3 supposed to like an inversion. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Yeah. And essentially, you know, this chord is just fundamentally using the diatonic notes from the A major. Just using the diatonic scale. But there's so much variety. I like that. Like, that's really, really interesting. You know, so much variety using these different chords creatively. But fundamentally, we're not it's not really pulling away too tough like that, you know, outside of the major key center, you know, but we're using all these different nuances. I really do like that option as well with the 5, rather than just using just add in the sus4. Like, why not? That's beautiful, and that works perfectly because in relation to A, the A major scale, adding the 4 there is in the major scale, so it works. If we did it on the D, yeah, it takes us out of the key, kind of more so implying the key of D, kind of. Yeah. So you have to kind of, pick your moments, and I guess ultimately what feels right, you know, will be right in terms of your creative process. If you're, you know, creating a chord progression, you know, you will understand what the melody notes are, etc., and the other things happening in terms of your chords to be able to make those decisions. But what a good thing to be able to have, you know, these options in mind, especially this use of inversions. I like the option of not just using that to go to the 4, so the first inversion to the 4, but now we've got this first inversion of 5 to take us down to the 6. That's very nice. Yeah, so once again, Jacob, thank you. Let's play it out. Let's see. Got another 20 seconds to go. So what chord did we end on? Was it home, I think? Let's get a bit of context of that, actually. D. D. Oh, it's actually on the D. Oh, there's a 6 in there as well. And you could hear it because the last melody note was like a do-do-do with something. Piano. So even that. So adding the 6 in there on the D. Okay, let's play it out. That's so relaxing. There it is right there, guys. If you found this video helpful, please do give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.